Hey guys, I am Sdanwolf and welcome back to the channel. And before we jump into some really cool new Thememaker Toolkit pieces that I've noticed that have popped up on the workshop, let's go over another thing that has kind of popped up on the Bro Nation Discord and actually on a couple of these videos, and that is the subject of copyright and intellectual property on the workshop and on the Thememaker's Toolkit. So one thing that we know is there are already some Disney things, an awesome Disney thing for one, and really cool Harry Potter models that have popped up. So with that being said, a lot of us have been wondering, like, okay, well, how long will this stay up, or will Frontier manually start taking these down? Or kind of like, what is the deal on this? Because I don't want to start using all of these awesome pieces. Like, for one, Gab has created the Disney, like the Disney Fast Pass entrance scanner. You know, the little tower and the little ball that the little pole that it sits on. And I was thinking, okay, but like, this is absolutely incredible. But before I start plopping these down on every entrance of every ride, like in the Disney World park, this isn't something that's going to be like taken down next week or anything like that, is it? So I don't really, after speaking with Bo, I don't think it's necessarily that serious or dramatic, really. It's really one of those things. Well, what I'll do is I'll tell you the email that I sent them and their response. So basically, I emailed them and I said, hey, later this week, I was going to make a video about copyright restrictions with the Thememaker Toolkit. I just wanted to know if you have any sort of short clarification on what's the deal with that issue. Does Frontier have to actively monitor for that? Or is it pretty much a fair use type deal when it comes to models? Or, you know, what's the deal? I've just been getting a lot of questions about it and wanted to see what you think about it in the future of those items on there already, i.e. Harry Potter, Disney, etc. The terms of service seem fairly clear, but I'm wondering more so if intellectual property is something Frontier will have to request be removed on a case-by-case basis, or are they not concerned with that aspect of the toolkit? And the answer I got back regarding that email, actually Bo emailed me back, and basically all she said was, hey Steve, those IPs are not Frontier, so you'd have to ask them, I'm afraid. People haven't previously had issues on the workshop, but again, that's not our IP, so I cannot speak for Disney, Harry Potter, you know, etc. Frontier only moderates the workshop in case of offensive materials. Cheers, Bo. So what I believe what Ollie 414, we were kind of talking, what he mentioned today is, he's like, okay, cool. So basically, unless one of these companies raises a big stink about it and were to necessarily maybe confront Steam or Frontier about it, and then of course I'm sure it would get taken down or removed from the workshop, and that would pretty much be the end of it. So, you know, do I think like the FBI or you know, Interpol is going to come busting down your door and, you know, you're going to be in a heap of trouble for bringing in, you know, a Disney, you know, character or a wall set or something? No, I don't think that there's that big of a concern. I just think that you should know if you're going to bring in, you know, intellectual property like that, Disney stuff, Universal stuff, there's always the chance that it could be removed. You know, if the right person sees it from one of them companies and decides that, hey, yeah, that doesn't need to, we don't want to be represented like that, you know, and reaches out or has a contact at Steam or Frontier or anything like that, I'm sure that it could be taken down very easily. But is it something you have to worry about as far as like Frontier saying, no, that can't be on there, that does not belong to you, or you are not the license holder to that? No, I don't think. Like, obviously they don't seem too concerned, so I guess I wouldn't be either. If you see something really cool like that, like I have with the Harry Potter stuff and the Disney stuff, if it's available, I'm gonna download it and use it. So that is kind of the short explanation. I looked over the terms of service and their user guide, and it's just basically pretty clear. Like, they're not responsible for you if you get in trouble for using intellectual property like that. That's just basically you know, it's the verbiage is all cover your ass verbiage. So I would say it's just not as a big, you know, not as a big deal as some people would make it out to be, or you would think it would be. So yes, other than that, let's move on to some really cool pieces. Okay, guys, the first one I wanted to show you is by, like, well, definitely quickly becoming one of my favorite custom scenery creators, but Gab, this is what I was talking about right here. He has built the little entrance scanner and FastPass scanner for Disney. So this absolutely works out perfect. And look, you can even color them. You can make the light shine through red, and of course, you know, do the bright green. But yes, that is available as of right now on the workshop, and that looks really, really cool. As a matter of fact, the first place that I put that is, let's fly across the park over here to the Haunted Mansion. And look, the Haunted Mansion has a legit FastPass scanner now. That is pretty awesome. So really, really awesome creation by Gab on that one. The next thing we needed to look at, oh yeah, my buddy Rudy. I know that he has been working very hard on us some wheelchairs, and somebody asked him today. I haven't actually talked to Rudy personally in a few weeks, but I did see somebody mention to him about I think Rubel might have mentioned to him about changing the color on his wheelchairs, or making it recolorable, and I think he is actively working on that right now. So yes, we've got Rudy's wheelchair is up and going right now, and I think, like I said, without talking to him, I know one of his next big things that he was always big on, like from back in the Koali Beach days. I guarantee if I know anything about Rudy, we've probably got some strollers coming down the pipeline, because they really, the strollers and the wheelchairs, they really just help add that layer of realism. And if any of you guys have been to Disney, you know the place is littered with strollers, and that, like, they make whole little areas and rope them off just for strollers. So like I said, Rudy hasn't confirmed that yet, but I would almost bet that strollers and recolorable wheelchairs are definitely in our future. So yeah, really cool to be on the lookout for that. Another really cool piece I noticed pop on there either today or yesterday was Dew on the Sea's little trash bins here. Really, really cool, and they are recolorable. They've got a version on here that is you know, closed like this, but we've also got just another little added little bit of detail. Look, they've got the open can too, and I think Dew was talking. Yeah, if you scroll in here, 1992, the trash cans have got a little like a little series number on them. So really, really cool trash cans, and I will definitely, most definitely, be using those in the like, as far as my backstage areas go, and setting those up at like my little outdoor vending areas. So really, really cool on that. Next up, let me make sure, what do we have next up here? I wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, Joey Designs. This would be really cool if this could be like a whole set, because I am loving this. Where's his barbed wire fence at? Let's see. Barbed metal gate. Yes. Check this out. Would this not be cool for like a zombie set, or like a apocalypse, or a prison type set? I even did, like, back towards Halloween, I did like a little Alcatraz build. I could have definitely used this. And just the little barbed wire and the texture on that, the gate, the metal mixed in with the, just like that, you know, really dirty, rusty kind of finish. Really, really awesome metal fence by Joey Designs. Really, really pleased how that come out. Oh, another thing too. Let me see. It might have been Joey. I want to make sure if it wasn't Joey. Let's just see here. Let me look back a minute, because now we have some little event gates that I noticed have just popped up on here. But let me see. I didn't have my notes pulled up right in front of me. Wouter, yeah, Wouter, W-O-U-T-E-R, has got some event fences put in for us. So if you look at the little pegs down at the bottom, check this out. We can block little areas off if you're going to have a, you know, you see these a lot of the times in Universal when they're blocking stuff off and, you know, making little cues for Halloween Horror Nights, or they've got like a certain meet and greet going on. Yes, Wouter has got us some little metal fences, and I'm telling you guys, I mean, I know you guys watch it and see it, but every time we do one of these videos, just the whole everything is getting better by the day. Like, I know a lot of people, like, some people were talking on Facebook about how it's getting cluttered and all that. You know, it's just like anything. I mean, if you guys were like me and you've been around since the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 days, there's a lot of weirdness that makes it on there. A lot of people are just testing stuff. They know that it's not going to be a premier feature. And I would never call any creation on there crappy because, for one, I know not one iota about how to make anything happen with 3D models. So who am I to, you know, downplay somebody that wants to put a cube or a tire, or, you know, even like a lot of people are making fun of the Sonic guy, but that's gotten a lot farther than I ever could have. Who cares if it's a T-Sonic? You got a T-Sonic in a game that is a very, very complicated process. So I am not, like, I know I can't show every one of your all's items. Like, there's already 217 items on there, but good on you nonetheless for getting through the process and figuring it out. That's why, you know, I back you 100%. I think it's a really cool, interesting process, and my hat's off to any of you guys that get on there and that are able to do that. So next up, and this is very, very far from crap, and we have got, let's see, which one do we want to do next? I think I had the name. Yes, Miss Red Nebula and her Gulpy sign. Check this out with the waving arm. Is that not badass? Really, really cool. That's kind of like our like the old art shapes, but on steroids. Like just the crisp of the lines and the drawings, and then that added touch of actually animating, you know, animating the arm. That is killer. That will be going on the next Gulpy that the next Gulpy drink shop that I put up. That is pretty much forcing me to use that. So very, very cool, Miss Red Nebula. Shout out to her. And let's see what I didn't have a bunch this time, but it was like quality over quantity this time. Let's just see. I had let's see who did our vase. A really, really cool textured vase. And next time another one, Joey Designs. Let me bring you in here and show you Joey's vase. Whoops. Check this out. It's got the little cork in it. Just look at that pot, like that clay design. Even has the little holes in it. Looks a little like distressed. Really, really cool texture. The browns and the oranges. That is pretty cool that he was able to bring that in. And let me just double check. I think that is it for this round, guys. I just don't want to leave anything out. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Hold up. Because our same guy that made Rudy's sign, which looks really, really cool. I don't think I actually downloaded it yet, but our guy, CrapZone83, yes. Check out this tree bench. Actually, let's see if I have a tree. Let's just get a random tree that's kind of out here in the open. Let's see. Can I just pull? This will be our last little piece. Kind of rambled on a little bit with you guys today, but it's all right. I know you guys like coming and hanging out with your old boy. Let's pull up the toolkit items, which for me, bringing up the toolkit, the UI has been a little slow for me as well, and I have a pretty beefy system. So if it's coming up slow on you, don't think that's just you. It's something that just kind of comes with the territory of this UGC stuff. So for me as well, it's a little slow. Let's see. Did I even click on it? There we go. And let's see, crap zone. Tree bench, here we go. Check this out. Is that not an awesome little tree bench? You could fill that in maybe with some bushes or maybe a little thicker tree. But really awesome tree bench. Really impressed with that. That is the really kind of cool stuff that I think we'll definitely see coming from him in the coming weeks. But awesome on that. But yeah, anyways, guys, I will not keep you here any longer. I just wanted to kind of jump in and give my thoughts on the copyright and the intellectual property infringements, and show you guys some of this stuff that is that's popping up on here. And as we know, I think tomorrow is the 1-week anniversary. And literally, look what we're looking at here. We've got a wheelchair. We've got these awesome trash cans. Barbed wire fences. The Gulpy Rex is Gulpy's waving at me. I've got an actual fast pass scanner. Got my legit little haunted mansion sign. I think this is one of the coolest things that could have happened to Planet Coaster, and I think the way that all of this stuff is working out is it's just working out really cool, and I am really just happy the way all this is rolling. Really proud of you guys, especially the ones that have kind of made themselves learn this 3D modeling stuff so quick, and just shows your passion, your dedication, your drive to make this game better, and it creates content for me. It helps me in my designs and fleshing stuff out here. And you will always have a backer over here in the Wolf Corner. And yeah, like I said, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me. Leave a big thumbs up for me and these creators if you end up enjoying this video. And yeah, guys, that's it. I will catch you in the next video. Thank you. See ya.